these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. When you can do this, when you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume. Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. On the gun, wants to pass.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Has to go up top. Pressure coming. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill, making the tackle close to the
to the line. Looking for the goal. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to battle, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And now look at the defense. And the defense got it. Inside the 50. He's in the 30. He's in the 10.
Just straight flipping the script. They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. You can do that. I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25.
Sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that game. You live to play another day.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's a good-looking run. I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it down. And he's still running after the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Keeping it on the ground.
not even at the second quarter yet. This offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, that'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
It's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises, the Trayvon Walker.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Guys, we can do better. Ryan! Let's do better.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun to give them back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long.
Such a weapon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A design run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hand, it's Russell. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down on the play fake. Connection to the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Buying some time. Can't get him to the ground. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get there. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback for you for the whole length of the game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Bill, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got another man. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
And he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out. Pulling. Now when I'm pulling, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Get it clear, baby!
And the return is stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short stretch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, a gotcha. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he is finding wide open guys all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks will paddle on their punt team. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total level. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. In the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Pulls it in. Good pick up a little bit short of the steps.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. What is it he's going to do? And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit long.
Oh, it's a phony block.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Looking for a passing attack from the guy. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. On the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. linebackers trying to create some confusion. Third and long, and he'll try to cover it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive unit.
You gotta hold serve at this point, right? You gotta drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's flat. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Bring him the heat. And as he throws, running downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off the big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Interception.
Unloads to the wideout. Working to the right. Smashes through the tackle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Arkansas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's White. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work.
defense there getting the tackle for loss, but on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. 2nd down. Throws away. And he's going to be taken down. There's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. There's the pressure. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Razorbacks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's a ball. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage,
Second down coming up. Little anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the hit. Can't make the connection to pressure there. Caused the missed timing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved in on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This bad crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Catch going to be explosive. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And we are all tied up here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 18 over Bowling Green. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using his legs, it's Davidson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, waits to pass. Fires to the right. Back in the middle, it's blocked. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Complete idiot!
Offense getting set for first down. Just going to keep it in the snap. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. Past the 45. On the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but direction of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Hides the back and leaves it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
What a costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed points or an opportunity for points to win this football game, and now you're going to be begging for your defense to somehow hold on, make a big play, come and bail you out for fumbling that football.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They spread. It's Wilson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
It's Pratt. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Get him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They're trying to get the first through the air. Got the big tight end, number 2 throw. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. This is a design run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that play. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position. and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be picked up a costly turnover in a tie game. And a great on the final play of regulation. We've got more football ahead. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested games. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Give to the running back. Finding open areas. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line. That will pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide out. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Give to the back. Really good run and gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With the condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I think play action opens the whole play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd down, they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. Must win you have the option. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm on the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Decision a quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. We've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Throw on first down. With the catch, it's Nuke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another down.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the ball alive on fourth down. To throw, it's Simmons. Firing to the end zone. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Powers through the defender. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. The game's in the cage. Started at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On first down, here comes this offense.
Boys, you got this.
They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. And he got it. The kick is good. The game winner in double overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.